Yeah, so the slipper looks fairly cut and dry, to be honest. I mean, there is a standout. In the Golden Horseshoe, the Colts version of the race, it looks a minefield, to be very honest. If you see Sean Terry's even rerouted his other filly, Ecstatic Green, to the race to take on the boys. And it's something he's not scared of doing. He did it with Carrie on Alice. She won the SA Nursery and skipped the fillies nursery. So it's something he's not scared of doing, but I think it just shows how open this race is. A horse like Royal Exhibit ran a cracking race last time out in the Gate Crasher behind Gold Season. He's a maiden, and he was drawn 11 out of 12. He was slow. He cast the left foreshoe, and he still ended up finishing third, getting beat 2 lengths to Gold Season. I think that is a cracking run. He gets Gavin Arena this time. He had the apprentice on last time who didn't get a claim. So, I mean, value-wise, I think he's a massive price. I think he's proper value in this race. The race doesn't stop there, though. Ashford Castle won oh so impressively. He was back from 8-1 into 7-2 and cruised home. His 400 to finish was 22.1 over the 1,200 meters, and he won by 2.5 lengths. That was on the 13th of June. Interestingly, I think this race and the Group 1 at the end of the season on Gold Cup Day are his targets. If you look at him and see it is Bavar, you'd be worried about him staying. But his dam performed in an Oaks, and she was an out-and-out stay. So they skipped the race against Vinici, came into this Group 2, and I'm sure they're looking at the Group 1 at the end of the month. So I think Ashford Castle must be a massive run here. Doesn't stop there. You've got Gold Season in it. As I said, he beat Royal Exhibit and beat a lot of these last time out. He's got to improve for the run. He's got to come on. Then you got horses like Corneli and Norbese who ran behind Mount Pleasant in the nursery in Johannesburg. And the Johannesburg 2-year-old form has shown how strong it is. So you got those two futurers from the same stable of Corner, Speech running. Eric the Red, who's very highly rated by the Snakes. I mean, he got beat convincingly last time by Tempting Fate, but who knows? I mean, he had 1-4 before that, and he could be improving still. So it's a wide open race. If I had to nail colours to the mast, I'd throw Royal Exhibit in, and Ashford Castle, I think, was still at a decent price, but I don't think that price will hold up, I must be honest.
Then for me, Eric the Red was a horse that I actually saw win twice this year. We saw him win at Kenilworth twice. We were there for the Queen's Plate, and then we were also there for the Cape Derby as well. So got to see him twice winning. And the first of those wins was very, very impressive by about 5 lengths or so. The thing with Eric the Red, he did look quite a precocious type as well when we saw him there. So interesting to see whether there's a case that he might just come back to them a little bit, especially at the 1,400 metres. Ashford Castle looks very progressive, I agree there. And also it was taken a bit by the contractor as well, just watching some of these replays. But for mine, look, I'd probably end up just siding with Ashford Castle over Eric the Red. But as you say, you look at the fillies, it's much more cut and dried, whereas here it is much more open and it does look a bit of a minefield.
Yeah, you said you like the contractor, the connections. I know them personally, and they actually do fancy him to run a big race. I'm just slightly worried on his last run where he kind of emptied out behind Master of Disguise. And Master of Disguise came out and got beat on Gold Season. So Master of Disguise, I think you would have seen running in this race, but he's been subsequently sold to Mauritius for a decent amount.
Right, there we go. Okay. Well, as you say, with that beaten margin last time out, you're right, did empty out. But before that, it looked okay at the 1,400. So it's going to be something that is going to be interesting. I just think that the contractor probably has a little bit more to show than last time. I thought the win 2 back particularly was quite impressive.
Yeah,